Seance teaching with Reverend James Tingley and John Lilek.
God bless you, my son.
God bless you, Dr.
For coming in for your class this evening.
Thank you, Dr.
God bless you.
Bless you.
What confusion there is on the material plane.
Many things. First, Reverend Tingley has been trying to find out his past records, what marital records, his status, where his deceased wife is, what day she left this world, many things, information for on that Medicaid, things that aren't getting done around the house that should be, and that's been bothering us quite a bit.
Absolutely true.
Yes. God bless you, Mother Riffle.
God bless you, John.
Thank you.
Now remember, Dr. Graham is around you now, preserving your sacrosanct.
Thank you.
You have completed your sacrosanct.
Wonderful.
We wanted so much to have a demonstration this evening.
Yes.
We will have to make a few changes.
Understand.
Because your mediumship is going to go on and blossom.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yes, it is.
You learned in your lessons so far, which we hadn't gone into the depth of real lessons for public speaking and things yet, which we should be devoting our time to.
Yes.
You've been doing very well in the workshop, the workroom, the woodshop.
Thank you, Mother Riffle. Thank you. I thank Spirit for all of the ideas, the inspirations.
You're certainly welcome. Follow along with Mabel Riffle.
Yes.
We'll have to follow along in secrecy, which is of God.
Yes.
And we'll have to follow along. Just follow what Dr. Graham and what I tell you to do.
Yes.
Because this week has got to be a productive week for you.
Yes.
I'm the one that puts you on the board, young man, and I aim for you to keep there.
Thank you, Mother Riffle. Thank you very much.
I'm different than Anne is.
Yes.
I don't care what other members say or think. They don't do anything.
That's true.
And I want you to take that attitude and take it as if I was inside of you.
Yes.
Understand me?
Yes.
I don't expect you to tell this to Anne or Jimmy or anybody else.
Got my word on that.
I believe you're a very sincere man, and I expect you to live up to everything you've been told to do in this seance room.
Yes.
You so promise.
Yes, I so promise.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Now, Greta is a very helpful person for battery.
Yes, she is. Powerhouse.
She's got herself into deep waters with her physical work and added things that are not going to bring fruition.
I understand.
They're not going to be helpful to her.
That's true.
So tell Jenny to let her come tomorrow.
I understand.
I will consult with Dr. Graham as to the city. Would you understand?
I understand.
Now realize that you're being touched by Dr. Graham and Dr. Gramer right now for chemicalization and power.
Yes. Thank you, Lord.
Are you going to work in the wood shop anymore tonight?
If it wouldn't interfere with anyone else and my own physical being.
It shouldn't interfere with anybody else. But I don't want you to work into the wee hours of the morning.
I understand. About 11 or so, I could, somewhere around there. Not too late.
I feel that you're doing wrong by not meeting Jimmy. Now, you are very close to Jimmy. You know what I mean.
Yes.
I feel that you're wrong by making Jimmy, not making Jimmy, getting his treatments because he needs them.
Yeah, oh, in the evenings.
That's right.
Yes. Well, you mentioned last night that it would be wiser for him to sit at 1:30 because of the energy.
I expect you to be down here at 1:30 tonight.
Oh, yes.
And I'm asking you to be boss. Jimmy loves you and you love Jimmy.
Yes.
You have him down here.
I certainly will.
If she wants to sit, she's welcome. Now don't convey my message to her the way I'm speaking to you.
I understand.
To say we said at 1:30.
Yes. I'll take that responsibility to make sure these times.
And I don't expect you to be working clear up to 12:30 to do it.
I understand that.
You have to have a little relaxation, coffee hour, or whatever you can. Your coffee's not going to hurt you now.
I understand. Thank you. Thank you.
You're used to it.
Yes. We'll certainly be down here. Every night as far as that goes.
Now, Verna will be there tomorrow, about this.
Yes.
She will also be here Thursday. So I have talked to Dr. Graham, rather,
Yes.
and he has agreed with me, now is this confidential,
Yes, it is.
that we can have your regular Monday night class on Thursday.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So then, Verna would just be over for during the day tomorrow and then leave
That's right.
by evening.
I think it's too much to have her stay all night.
Yes, and
Would you understand?
certainly do. It's a mental
She would
strain.
be here all day Wednesday, and that's out of order.
Yes, too much shop talk already.
I do think that Jonathan Lee is 100% right about those books of the church business
To get those,
not being started. I shall inform Reverend Hart tonight
wonderful,
that she shall start tomorrow.
wonderful, wonderful.
What do you think of those
That is wonderful.
instructions?
That'll be wonderful news to see things going. To get this going.
Jimmy will be busy still trying to accumulate like this. I do know I found out this much. That it was the year of 1944 is correct
1944.
of his marriage.
1944.
It was in the springtime.
1944. I'll mention that too, man. That's wonderful.
That's only one of the questions.
Yes.
As far as when his ex-spouse passed over is difficult, but I do know that it was in the year of 1968.
1968.
That's more information than he got. Isn't that right?
That certainly is, and I am so thankful for that. So thankful. Because this has him going up bananas right
He
now.
won't need this information, but you're getting it on tape, aren't you?
Yes, I am. That's wonderful. That might bring some peace to him.
As far as when he was married in Angola, Indiana, I do not know, except I do know it was on the day of May 5th.
May 5th, 1944.
No, that was the other one.
Oh, sorry. That's all. That's wonderful. We'll go in the end.
Now don't play this back for him today.
Okay.
Play it back for him on Thursday
Thursday.
morning.
Understand.
Now they said it wasn't due down there till Thursday. He doesn't have to have it down there just so it's postmarked on that the same day.
That's right.
Is that right?
Wonderful. Would it be wise for me to play it somewhere in the morning?
I think it's wise for him to sit down and grin down to the lawyer and look what he has put in there to the best of the ability. He should have instructed the lawyer to do this all for him. The lawyer would have the ability to do it
Yes,
and know where to call. Is that right?
that is true. And to save him all this detective work.
We're dealing with a very super-sensitive person.
Yes. Yes, his nerves are
I
about.
appreciate his kindness to you.
I appreciate that too.
Can't you see that he is not directing it at you at all?
Yes. You're just trying to vent it out, get a blow off a little steam.
That's right. And rightfully so.
Yes. This is. It
It's
is.
a expects to lose weight and go along there. She's going to have to listen more carefully to what we instruct her.
Yes. All these chocolate cakes and pies and everything else.
Ice cream molds.
Yes. That's getting a little too far. I think it's to share the guilt. You know what I mean? It won't be so bad if we're eating with her. I don't know. Kind of like that day at the track with the ice cream.
So what's the program for tonight then?
Go upstairs with Reverend Taylor. We'll have a cup of coffee, chat for a little while.
That's right. And come down when the spirit moves.
Yes.
To do what you are. I wouldn't exceed it to over 11:30.
Understand.
Now, can you keep your time? If you haven't got your clock set right, why don't you set it?
Yes.
Why don't you wind it?
Yes. Yes.
You've got my instructions. Why don't you keep them, honey?
Yes. Yes, I will.
You're too close to the explosion of development to give up now.
I understand. And I am so thankful.
This is all material circumstances, nothing to do with spirit.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, what are you going to say?
The days are going to be more beautiful. They already are, if we can only see deep within.
That's right. And spirit's working on things that I'm not even telling you about now.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. I love surprises.
You're going to have a dandy one at the track.
Wonderful.
And I want to say hello with her.
Oh, I told Reverend Tigger that. I thought he needed some cheering up.
That's right.
Yeah. About when you mentioned, hello, losers. Yes. Well, it was enjoyable, whether we won or whether we lost. But yes, we certainly will put it to good use. Whatever is won.
That's right. I'm sure you will.
Thank you.
Jimmy's a very honest man.
Yes, he is.
Why, it wasn't minutes after we got back that he had his little loan that he borrowed from you paid back to you.
Yes, and I was really worried about it, you know, because I know he's good for. He's given me so much.
Of course it has, but I'm just bringing that as an example.
Yes, I noticed that. First thing. First thing. Well, the Riffle, with the ringing in my ears, it just increased just now. Does that mean that clairaudience is...
You're on the right track of thinking, and I'm not going to tell you a bit more.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It's wonderful, though. Because I feel like it's getting there.
Now, cut it off at about 11:30.
I understand.
All right, darling.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That wood's got to dry yet, I've been told by a master carpenter.
Yes. Yes, I was roughing it out right now, getting the grooves cut in there so that it would dry first around the edges. I'll put it in the furnace room and work on something else while that's drying.
That's right, darling.
Keep it constantly going. I want to bring some beauty to that church. That I felt the guidance.
I know you don't mind sitting up with Jimmy.
Oh, it's a pleasure to always sit. It's a pleasure. I felt guidance yesterday even too.
I mean, when you can't sleep, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. No, I think he went to bed, but I don't think he went to sleep right away.
Did you?
Not for a little bit. I started looking, but it didn't take me long. I'm not as sensitive as he is to the tides, so at times, I could go to sleep right away, where there are times that he knows that he could be more comfortable in the safety zones.
That's right. Don't lose his friendship, my child.
I know. Thank you. Best friend I have.
Yes, he is. You haven't seen anything yet.
I'm looking forward to the days that go on, each day at a time. Everything's coming a long way.
Say a kind word and a good word to him oft times.
Yes,
Just remind yourself of it.
yes. Yes, I know I get so wrapped up sometimes in what I'm doing, and
Yes, you do, son.
I need to remind myself of that. Thank you.
We're working with your charming development.
Thank you, Mother Riffle. Thank you.
And all the time I've been talking, your doctors have been working on your chakras to preserve you.
I thank you both, Dr. Graham and Dr. Gramer. Thank you.
Verna will be instructed from this room. You don't have to remind her about Thursday.
I understand.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, it certainly is. And I'll remind Reverend Tingley about tomorrow that she is to come up.
You can remind him that Verna will be here tonight.
Wonderful.
Say, well, Verna will be here tomorrow, and Mabel has a lot to talk to her about.
Wonderful. That would bring great comfort to him, knowing that.
You don't have to announce this time. She should be up and doing, getting the dinner ready.
Yes.
Don't tell her I said so.
Yeah, my word on that. Because if I say anything, sometimes it brings hardship, so it's a touchy situation.
Very touchy.
Wonderful sermon yesterday.
Very remarkable. Jam-packed full of wisdom and knowledge.
Yes. Yes, and it
The
flowed.
confession of faith in the church, the tenets of precepts, how to live your life and how to apply them to your daily expression.
Yes.
The Lenten expression, all woven in without breaking the continuity.
I noticed that. Wonderful. That truly is a sermon indeed. A sermon
Yes,
of
it
sermons.
is. Now I have instructed you to get ready for a sermon.
Yes.
I shall do it right down here with you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Would that sermon on the Mount be
Sermon on the Mount is beautiful at this time of the year.
wonderful?
Jimmy will work you in good.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I know that helps in my development. And I'd like to play more parts in the church
That's right, you will.
to get involved even more.
Prove yourself unto Jimmy.
Yes.
He's the pastor of the church. He has no other friend but you. You know that.
Yes. Brother Riffle say, well, we'll be sitting tonight again.
At 1:30.
Yes.
God bless you.
God bless you. And thank you. And as far as the information that was given, I know I'm not to play the tape back till Thursday morning.
That's right. But you can tell him Verna will be here tomorrow, and I will talk to her about some plans.
Wonderful.
That's all.
Thank you very much. That helps considerably.
Dr. Greta,
God bless you, Dr.
I'm
Grace.
satisfied that your chemical efficient and chakras are in order.
Wonderful.
I am very pleased about setting this over for Thursday, or possibly in the daytime Friday. Either one, it makes no difference.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
God bless you.
God bless you. And thank you.
We have great surprises ahead for you.
Looking forward to it, Dr. Gramer. I know you've worked so hard, all of you.
We have worked tremendously hard.
Yes. And I thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
The physical is shaping up good.
Thank you. I feel it. The strength and peace. My lungs.
are clearing.
Yes. I thank you.
You should thank the Father God, and we're doing our part as well.
Yes.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Yes. God bless you.
God bless you.
The galvanic expression of mediumship in here took the last time. Very good.
Wonderful. That is wonderful.
You know what I'm speaking of.
Yes.
Yes. When I'm quite satisfied upon your approach to him, it should be more on your part the next time than his.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
You have just let me down a little bit on that. Because if that happens, then he will know and not have all these here phony ideas that you don't care for him.
Oh my goodness. I understand, Mother Riffle.
Otherwise, he feels as though he's the pursuer all the time.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes. I understand.
We're working scientifically along with that too. God bless you.
God bless you, Mother. Thank you.
You're welcome, Dr. Taylor.
God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you. One thing should be gotten out in his mind. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Good night. Now see you at 1:30.
Looking forward to it.
We close the visit.
Hello, Tulip.
He told the meditation,
Yes.
and I'll be doing that to the general public pretty soon.
Looking forward to you. You have a lovely voice.
And I have a lovely daughter.
Thank you, Tulip. I'm so proud of you.
And I want to send my love to Jimmy too.
Yes, I will convey that.
Goodbye.
Bye, Tulip.
Goodbye, Snow White.
God bless you, Snow White. Goodbye, and good till later.
Okay, goodbye. I'll give you the thumbs up.
Thank you. Thank you. To close the meditation in love, in gratitude, and in reverence for this divine healing and chemicalization that has taken place. Amen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hello, Jim. Jim, this is John. I'm right here in the seance room with you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you went under for a little bit. But you're back now.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you just went under for a little bit.
See?
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful class.
Yeah.
Wonderful class.
Yeah.
Flashlight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over on your left side. There you go.